In the heart of a bustling city, where skyscrapers kiss the clouds, Carl, a sharp-suited businessman, navigates through the crowded streets, his mind a web of calculated thoughts. Carl's office, perched high above, is a fortress of glass and steel, reflecting the sun's harsh rays. But inside, it is a world where deals are made, and fortunes are won or lost. The walls of Carl's office are adorned with photos of powerful men and women, his silent trophies of relationships built on handshakes, smiles, and whispered promises. One evening, as the city's lights twinkle below, Carl receives a call. A voice, smooth and cold, offers an opportunity that could catapult his business to unimaginable heights. The name whispered over the phone is one that Carl knows well, an enigmatic billionaire known only as the Phantom, a man with ties to the most powerful figures in the world. Carl's pulse quickens as he agrees to a midnight meeting. He knows the risks, but the rewards are too tantalizing to resist. The rendezvous point is an abandoned warehouse by the docks, shrouded in mist. Carl arrives, his footsteps echoing eerily in the empty space. A figure emerges from the shadows, dressed in black, face obscured. The Phantom speaks in riddles, his voice a low murmur, as he lays out the terms of the deal. Carl listens intently, his mind racing. The deal is simple yet dangerous. A merger that would give him control of a lucrative market, but at the cost of aligning with powerful, unseen forces. The Phantom slides a document across the table, the ink still fresh. "Sign this, and your network will be unstoppable," he says, his eyes gleaming with a dangerous light. Carl hesitates, the weight of the decision heavy on his shoulders. But ambition is a relentless beast, and he signs his name, sealing his fate. The Phantom disappears into the night, leaving Carl alone in the cold, empty warehouse, the signed document in his trembling hand. Days turn into weeks, and Carl's business flourishes. The merger is a success, and his influence grows, spreading like wildfire through the industry. But with success comes suspicion. Carl begins to notice shadows where there should be none, and whispers in the corridors that chill him to the bone. He receives cryptic messages, warning him to tread carefully. The network he has tapped into is not just powerful, it is dangerous. One night, Carl finds a letter on his desk, sealed with a blood-red stamp. The message inside is clear: loyalty is everything. Betray, and you will pay the price. Carl's heart pounds as he realizes the gravity of his situation. He is no longer just a businessman. He is a pawn in a much larger, darker game. Desperate for answers, Carl reaches out to an old mentor, a retired tycoon who once played the same game but walked away unscathed. The mentor, now a shadow of his former self, warns Carl of the true nature of the Phantom and his network, a web of deceit and control that ensnares all who enter. Carl's mind spirals as he realizes he is trapped, his every move watched, his every word measured. The network that once seemed like a golden ticket is now a noose around his neck. In a bid to free himself, Carl begins to dig deeper, uncovering secrets that were meant to stay buried. He finds that the Phantom is not just a man, but a symbol of an ancient order that thrives on power and manipulation. As Carl delves deeper, he uncovers the true cost of his success, the destruction of those who stood in his way, orchestrated by the unseen hand of the Phantom. Guilt and fear gnaw at Carl's soul. He realizes that to escape, he must outwit the Phantom and dismantle the network from within. Carl begins to play a dangerous double game, pretending to be loyal while secretly plotting his escape. He forms alliances with others who are equally trapped, their fates intertwined. The final showdown approaches, a high-stakes meeting at a secluded mansion. Carl knows this is his last chance to break free, but the cost could be his life. The mansion is a labyrinth of opulence and danger. As Carl navigates its halls, he encounters faces from his past, allies turned enemies, all drawn into the Phantom's web. In the grand ballroom, Carl comes face to face with the Phantom. The air crackles with tension as they engage in a battle of wits, each move a step closer to victory or defeat. With a final, daring gamble, Carl exposes the Phantom's true identity and shatters the network's grip on his life. But as he walks away from the mansion, he knows that some shadows can never be fully escaped.
Disclaimer: the story presented here is purely a work of fiction and is created for entertainment purposes. Any resemblance to actual locations, events, or individuals is coincidental. The narrative does not intend to portray any place in a negative light, nor does it aim to harm or defame the reputation of any location. For those who enjoy stories in the thriller genre, feel free to subscribe to the Thrill Lab channel to stay updated on upcoming thrilling tales.